Ernesta Ballard was a great leader in Philadelphia, a wonderful role model, mentor, courageous and willing to use her own resources, both personal and professional, to help other women.
My mother's first and only job was executive director of the Pennsylvania Horticultural Society.
She wanted things in Philadelphia to stand on their own merits, and she was determined that if we were going to have a flower show and a horticultural society, we were going to have the best.
She was the linchpin between the flower show as an elite preserve and the flower show as an empowering landscape sustainability movement.
When Ernesta became head of the Pennsylvania Horticultural Society, you could go to the flower show only by invitation.
Beautiful tree and beautiful flowers doesn't have black neighborhood, Latino neighborhood, white neighborhood, Asian neighborhood, South Asian neighborhood. It just says beautiful. Ernesta really put the Horticultural Society on the map by making this open and inviting women to exhibit, getting more people to consider this as something not just for the upper crust, but for folks.
She took a lot of her political, progressive ideas and infused them into that world of gardening. Ernesta, for me personally, was such an inspiration that I am now quite a serious gardener.
My mother was in on the ground floor of Now, NARAL, Women's Way, the flower show, the community gardens program. She did all of that in one decade.
Very few people know much about her commitment to women's rights.
She went to Utah and knocked on doors trying to persuade Mormon homemakers that they should support the Equal Rights Amendment.
A woman from the blue blood knocking on doors and talking about equal rights to women who thought equal rights was just like getting married and having children and having a kitchen in which they could cook. And she took a tremendous drubbing from women who just thought that their lives were fine.
Throughout my life, I've been lucky to have had the energy, the ability, and the encouragement to step in and do things that I have done. Your honor for me tonight allows me to look to the future and support efforts that could outlive us all.
She was an amazing person, and so many people were inspired to action by her.
Ernesta became one of the great movers and shakers